Now let's talk a little bit about the harmony, a little bit of what can you do there a little bit. There's a few things that the chart itself already suggests, which we're gonna kind of tag along, you know. G major here, and then C. Right out of the bat, I can play that G major as a G dominant, which is a very common trick, right? Leaning into the C major a little more, right? With the dominant. Great. Then the real book suggests already an alternate progression there. Let me get that here. If you are playing in A minor, sorry, in G major in this case there, right? Sorry, C major. C major on the fourth bar there, you can see. So before you get to that dominant, you go half step up minor, which is great. If you translate that to the key we are playing, right? So A flat minor or G sharp minor, however you want to call it. I really like that particular setup because the melody is on the third. So on the third, I can play open string here on the ninth. I can have this kind of dissonance there that I personally like. So I can put the open voice in here and then go straight to the G7 there, G9 in this case, right? So I literally just move my fingers down, like, and I get both chords. Boom, I did that, great. And here's GS Kung Fu there. Here's another alternate theme can do that. How about this one? I'll play the regular one, then this suggested one, and then mine. Here we go. Cool. Then the alternate one. Cool. Now mine. What was that? I talk about this trick a lot on these live streams in the past. Basically, instead of arriving at G, and since I am going to C, I do a half step up minor from that C instead of the G. So I do that. And then I am doing a setup here. I'm doing a C sharp, F sharp, sus, because I want to go to C major, but I'm gonna keep the bass on G so I can voice lead that better. So instead of playing the chord like this, I'm playing C major 7 with the bass on the 5th. So I found that chord here to connect a little better. Of course, and I put that trick before on videos, the melody needs to be at the right place, right? In this case, getting into the third of the G major. So that setup has to happen. When that happens, you can go over here. Then you end. Then you have all kinds of options to play around. This case, it happened that the melody does offer that to us. Then we're gonna use it. So that's what I did. Boom, done. That's a cool trick there. Here is waiting calmly for your trademark substitutions and reharmonizations. You just got it, my friend. There we go. Yes, she gotta love it. Yes, they arrived. You know they're coming. So that's one of them, right? So keep going. That, or you can play the half diminished chord with the 5th on the bass, which is cool. I like this one a lot. If I decide to go to C on the root, and then I can put C and B, connect them beautifully. B7 sharp 5, nice shape. So you go to G major here, you can do that same trick of the third, the half step minor version, but then you can go all the way, connect chromatically. That's a cool move there. Check it out. If I take a little liberty, freedom with the melody, and then don't do that C, B, you know, I don't do that, just like, just arrive here. I can do this, check it out. Boom, how about that? A little chromatic descending thing down to the E minor. So let me put that in context. What else can you do that? I can do a lot of stuff, but I think these two are already really cool ones, no? So one thing I do at the end, the sort of the turnaround thing, I do a little bit of a, you know, secondary dominant stuff to a little chain of dominance. So this is a 2/5 to A minor, right? Instead of playing that B minor, usually I can play dominant, you know, sharp 9 if you want. Change the quality a little bit if you want, right? Or sometimes people change the melody altogether, and then I go with it, which is that kind of 7/13 chords that you can descend to 13, flat 13. I'll show you. That's a common one, a very Jobinian of me. You can do that one. And then at the end, what I'm thinking of doing, I was playing around this morning, I'm thinking of doing at the very last 5 chord, you know, system melody. I want to do a dominant sus4 flat 9. So that will be a cool kind of, you know, outro that I can use there. So D7 sus4 flat 9, or aka C minor over D. Right? That sound. And then I can go a little D pedal there with the G major 7 over D, then C minor over D, or D7 sus4 flat 9, however you want to call this chord. So, context. Here. That's one. Where would the gut melody go? go. So that's why I did this to get me that same melody note, and then not really fight with the third, against the G. So that's a cool thing you can do there. So as far as harmony, those are things you can do. We can do pedals, you can do a bunch of stuff, but I'll keep between these for today. There's a few tricks right there that I can use.